So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're going to talk about the second solo album from Lacey Sturm, and it's called Kenotic Metanoia. I hope I said that right. And for those of you that don't know Lacey, she was the lead singer of Flyleaf. I think she returned with the band, but she was obviously in their first album, which was an album that I played so much back in, I think it was like 2006 or something when that came out. I'm not sure if the year right now, or 2005 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, she had that distinctive voice. You know, when you saw her and you saw the music video for I'm So Sick, it was great when she, did the clean vocals, but when she also growled, you were like, wow, because she's not very tall, so she had like a very distinctive voice, and that's why I love it about that Flyleaf record. And then she wasn't in Flyleaf, and she put out an album in 2016. I think I listened to some of that album, and it did sound like her, and obviously it had some Flyleaf vibes to it. And now she returns with her second follow-up. It's been a few years because this album was supposed to come out, I think, a few years ago, but COVID happened and this got pushed back. So now it's 2023 and the album is here, and it's 15 songs and it's 57 minutes in length. So I think this is an album that if you were a Flyleaf band back when Lacey was in the band, you will enjoy this. The negatives that I think I see in this album sometimes is, 57 minutes. I think there's a little bit of trimming of fat that it could have been done, but I'm gonna talk more about tracks that stood out for me. First of all, the album, the single that they had put out that I listened to, at least I think I listened to two singles, but I remember Reconcile, and Reconcile really shows all of Lacey's like vocal ranges on that song, and it's very hooky and it's catchy. So it's a song that can be played on the radio because it has that memorability to it. The guitars are pretty cool, and something really interesting is that she's doing this music with her husband, who I think plays guitar on the record. And yeah, I think Reconcile has that accessibility, and that makes it a great single. I think the other single that she had was Breathe With Me, and that features Lacey Sturm. And for those of you that know, Lacey Sturm plays the violin. So this is more of like a power ballad type of track, but the violin is just, it's not over the top. It's pretty subtle but beautiful, and it really makes this song a very good song that is almost at the end of the record. But the record also has some tracks that for me were not bad, but I think I didn't grab me as much. For example, there's two tracks in particular, Wonderful and A Man Needs a Maid. Excuse me? Like, not all men needs maid. I was trying to read the lyrics because they're not, to see what the song was about. And when she sings like a man needs a maid, I don't know. I found it kind of cliche a little bit, that song. And Wonderful, I don't know, it just lacked a little bit of like potent energy. But there's some other great tracks on here, like for example a song like The Decree. It's one of the most harshest songs on the record. This is the song where Lacey screams the most on this record. Yeah, this is the track The Decree, where you can get those vibes from the first Flyleaf record when she screamed like on songs like I'm So Sick. So yeah, on that one, it's the most aggressive song on the record. But you have songs like State of Me that really kind of is the album opener, and that one really grabs your attention because it's very hooky. The guitar melodies are very straightforward but catchy as well, and Lacey really sings her heart out. I think the album, could do without the intro and the outro track. So the intro is My Heartbeat, but then she sings in that intro, and then it goes back into like noises of like a heartbeat, and it loses momentum, like and I went back down again. So that to me does not work. Also, the album ends with End the Wars, and that's a great track, and it's like an anthemic track. It could be a single, but then it goes into the outro, My Heartbeat, and again, I don't know, to me, albums with intros and outros are kind of outdated, and why are they needed? It just ends like extra blow to an album that I don't think it does not need. So besides that, there's great tracks like Not Your Fight, Thief are great tracks. Awaken Love is a good track as well, and that one has another like ballady type of thing. But I do think that this is an album that could benefit from losing a few tracks and maybe shortening the runtime from 57 maybe to like 48 minutes, and it wouldn't lose a beat. But it's a very solid second album for Lacey Sturm. So if you like Flyleaf, I think you will enjoy this record. If you didn't like her work in Flyleaf, you probably won't like this. But yeah, it's a solid album. I think Lacey's voice sounds as good as it has always sounded. And yeah, I enjoyed the tracks. There is nothing here that like I would really say like it's like this is the best thing I've ever heard. But also it's not a bad record. So what do you think of Kenotic Metanoia by Lacey Sturm? Do you like this record? Comment. What are your favorite tracks from it? And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, please give me a like and do not forget to subscribe. That helps me reach more people like yourself. And also, if you like merch, fretless.com, I have merch. You can buy merch from me if you so inclined to. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield on a Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.